Say hello to America. I was born in 1960, and when I was born, it was different America than what we got right now. I see the changes that are going on. It seems to be getting worse, not better. I really worry about the situation of this country, where it's heading, and there's just it just doesn't make any sense to me. Um, I think that we should close up our borders. You hear it over and over again, but it makes sense. We don't know who is coming through that border. That's number one. Number two, there could be more drugs coming through there and all the things that are going on. And I've talked to people because I speak Spanish fluently that are coming from there, and they're told me the horrors of what's going on in our border. I don't know what it's going to take. I've never seen anything so ignorant in my life. This is a border is for the safety of the nation. If you don't have a border, you don't have a nation. And it's hard for me to put my mind around it. I want people to come here, but with good intentions. And I don't want it to be a free for all for everyone, too. Um, the people that have worked here all their lives, paying taxes and whatnot, we might not have none. We're not going to have anything left, giving it all away. How about the homeless people we already got here? How about taking care of them? How about taking care of them? That's what we need desperately. And the ones that are hooked on drugs, get them off of drugs. Give them programs and things that they can do to get off of drugs. It seems like the things that could help this country, we're not doing. We should be praying. We should be coming together, rallying together as a nation, and stop all this crap of in these MSNBC and other stations saying that white supremacy. What the heck is that going to fix? That's not going to fix nothing. It's going to cause more hatred. And now more than ever, we need to come together. Look at Russia, Iran, China, to name a few. They don't have our best interests in mind. And a world without America is not going to be a good world. And we're coming to a heads. We're all worrying about these stupid social issues instead of concerned about the things that we really need to take care of. Look at it, the drug situation. I tell you, people say, "Oh, it's marijuana should be legal," and I'll be honest with you, I don't, because I truly believe that the marijuana that you got now ain't the same marijuana when I was a young kid growing up that I smoked. It was naturally grown. They're putting all these chemicals and crap inside of it that God only knows what it is, and it's not the same. It's going to destroy the minds of our youth, along with that fentanyl and everything else. It's amazing the amount of people that I've seen in my neighborhood, and I live in a small rural neighborhood, that have passed away with the needle stuck in their arm because of this whole fentanyl and all the different stuff that's out there. I mean, it's horrible. I'll tell you that crystal meth is another one that's destroying our youth. And not only the youth, there's older people doing it too. And it's got to stop. Here's another thing too that pisses me off. We should be supporting our law enforcement. There's a few bad apples, but they're far and few between. We should be supporting our law enforcement. By God, if we don't have them, we don't have nothing. And we should not put gentrification inside of our armed forces. When I was a kid growing up, boy, if a man come walking in there and he had a look to him, these are the World War II veterans. They had a look to them. You know, they served our nation and they were proud men. They carried themselves in a way that you were proud of these men. I'm proud of our soldiers now, but we need to get off of that nonsense of gentrification and all that, and this white supremacy crap and all. We need to get away from it. If we don't get our acts together, somebody else is going to come in this country and they're going to take over it and get it together for themselves. There's no good intention in the world. And if we don't have a strong backbone of men in our country, I'm talking about men, we're not going to have nothing. I remember when I was a kid growing up, my mom would stay home and she'd cook and clean and take care of us kids. And you'd come home from school and you had to do your homework or whatever you had to do. And your mom was there waiting for you when you came home from school. I understand now, everything has gotten so expensive that the man and the woman needs to work. But by God, we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to basics. Prayer in school, pledging to our flag. My God, we should be proud of that flag and proud of the men that fought and gave their lives so we could have this freedom that we have. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a country. And if we keep on going down this route, we're not going to have a country. I promise you, we're not going to have a country. We need to come together. Stop all this crap and going after Trump, too. That's ridiculous. You ain't going to fix anything. You know why they went after Trump? Because he's for the small guys like us, the working class person, the person that's out there fighting every day to make their dime. That's who Trump was for. So being it that he was for that, that's why they went after him. And you ain't going to tell me otherwise. Yeah, he's loud and aggressive, but by God, we need that because it shows that other people in the country, in other countries, to respect us. And we were well respected. We got this president now that was put in there. Nobody elected this man. You ain't going to tell me they elected him. He was just put in there. And now he's over here telling the whole world, what a clown he is. And he is. He's a clown. He can't even put together a sentence, and he don't know where the hell he's at. He's a Manchurian candidate. And I'll tell you another one, that Harris, I thought she was much smarter than that. She's just as dumbfounded as ever can be. This to me looks like it was purposely done to destroy our country, this country. And if the American people don't wake up to it, we're not going to have a country. We're going to be taken over.